Okay, so in the beginning of the meeting, I had a lady who is named Dr. Courtney Barrett. Um, she is somebody that lives in the neighborhood that I live in, that Mandy and I live in, and I've met her through several networking events as well. And I was very intrigued by what she does and how she operates her business. And I think it's something that I wanted to explore as far as possibly being another benefit that Audrey's can offer to our employees, our full time employees. Um, this would be another benefit that would probably be for full time employees that have been with us for a year if we move forward with it. But it's up to you guys on whether we move forward with it. If I only have one person interested, I may not pull the trigger on it. So I want to kind of explain. Obviously, she can do a much better job. That's why I brought her in. But I'll do the best I can to explain. And if anybody, this is the part where I was like in the last video saying, if you have any personal questions, feel free to message me and I'll try to help. But what she does, she's a doctor. She is a physician. She has her doctor's office in somewhere in Raleigh, not too far from Audrey's. But she's kind of like an old school doctor. She's going to limit how many patients she takes. She wants to be available for her patients, and she doesn't work with insurance companies at all. And that's her whole thing. Because she doesn't work for insurance companies, she can do a lot of things at a very cheap cost. She gets medication. She can do X-rays. She can do like gynecologist kind of stuff. The only thing she really doesn't do is children. I think she said her age that she starts at is like 14 and up, or severe things like surgery, or if you have like cancer or something crazy like that. But all the other stuff like physicals, if you cut your arm or even if you break your leg, like things like that, she can help with. And I think, for example, one of the things I saw, like an X-ray would cost like 50 or $60. I've had X-rays and they cost me hundreds of dollars. I went to the emergency room one time and they gave me a little tiny can of Gatorade and it was $200 for that can of Gatorade. They price gouge you everywhere. It's horrible. And even if you have insurance, you still have a deductible you have to meet before they cover anything. A lot of times it's high, like $3, $4, $5,000. So unless you get in a car accident or something, it takes a little bit to add up to that amount. So now you're spending $400 on an X-ray instead of 60, but you're still paying that out of pocket. I think Jordan was the one that mentioned that she was going to a doctor and had to go back a few different times, and they charged her like $100 visit every single time. She doesn't charge visits. What she does charge is $100 a month. And if we move forward with this, Audrey's would cover that, or cover half of that for each full-time employee that qualifies. So for you guys, it would be $50 a month to have a full-blown doctor that can do all kinds of stuff for you, gets medications at an extremely cheap rate. She essentially gets wholesale pricing and passes on the savings. She really does a lot. So I will try to answer any questions anybody has. It seemed like the people that were at the meeting were very intrigued and interested, but I'll try to answer any questions, and I'm going to make a decision on this. I want to make a decision by Monday, and if I do move forward with it, it'll start in January for the next year, 2026. But pretty much, she's a doctor that can do just about everything for you, and she's designing it in a way where if you need an appointment, she's going to be able to see you probably within 24 hours. And anybody that tries to make doctor's appointments, from what I've seen, it usually takes, like if you need to go see this specialist or that specialist, it's like a 4-month wait. And she can do a lot of things that a lot of these specialists do. So I think it's great. But if you aren't interested, that's fine. I just want to see if the interest is there before making a decision on moving forward. It is something Mandy and I are going to do, whether we, do it for the business or not. So feel free to shoot me any messages in the line app or just in my phone, 910-465-6916 for any of you that don't have my phone number. All right, on to the next video.